Hey, Sean here again, 118. So here is the final area that they have selected to improve. I'm going to walk through and just kind of give you an idea of what I see. First thing, they've got some pretty good visuals up here on this section. Items are labeled. I think one additional improvement would be actually take the component and fasten it to the outside. It allows you from a visual standpoint to easily, quickly identify exactly what you need, but this is very well documented. They've got visuals over here. They've got quality alerts. They've got work instructions right in my face. I like that. A couple things, you've got some hand tools that need a home. Where do these go? Whether it's on the person, whether it's at the station. I do like the way we're folding and keeping our tags out. But for me, is this finished? Is this work in process? How many should be here? Is this one home each? Those are some IDs that I'd like to see. Same thing down here. These boxes are all closed. Put the components on the outside, put the part numbers on the outside. Some easy identification. Over here, we've got a bunch of small fasteners, some hand tools. If I took any of these out of here, who would know that they're missing? And then same thing here. It looks like we've kind of got an anonymous bin of equipment. These are all opportunities to improve here. Their label maker is pretty good, but where's the backup supply of tape? Should they have a Kanban with tape on it? Over here, we kind of get into a couple visuals. It looks like we're trying to handwrite. I'm a big fan of just take what you have. When this box is empty, just cut this off and stick it on. And same thing, take a part, hang the component next to the part, and everything will have a home. So that way, if you're missing something, I can easily identify, what is Med Tweed Sunbrella Bind. For me, I have no idea what I'm even looking for besides a label, and I'd have to read every single box in this place. Over here, we've got a lot of smaller components. I love the parts presentation. It's on wheels, which is the best thing you can do in the world. Put everything on wheels is a standard lean practice, so it is flexible. Some of the components are a little full, so I did just touch them and things fell all over the floor. So I will pick that up for them. But you notice same thing, part numbers, but I don't see if it's empty, how do you know exactly what it is? From a visual control perspective, you have 5S, you've got a home. Where is the home for the brooms? Are they at the right position? A lot of team members, you go through the mentality of if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. If there's any stop in time, you want to make sure your cleaning supplies are front and center, ready to go. All right, these are my favorite because this is really the testament to see how lean we are. So we've got hammers. I don't know if you need all three. If you do, how do I know that they're missing? I like that they're there and they're present. Same with this knife. If we open some of the drawers, I would say if any of these components aren't necessary, we need to do a sort event, right? Same thing in here. Drawers are a great way to hide waste, right? But it's also a great opportunity. Looks like we got a pillow to sit on down there, but on the outside, even what is in here, from a quick visual, anybody can walk up and understand. I love what they've done here for personal. So we've got nice coat hangers. This is beautiful. Nice bins. It might even be fun to put people's faces on, pictures on each cubby so that everyone knows whose is what. I think these are an amazing improvement. Great visual. On the stations, we've got some opportunities. We've got legs that are too short. Some are sticking off the ground. It looks like we picked it up off the ground. They need some cleaning on this one. We've got tape on the sides, need some paint. Looks like some of the tape lines, the ruler lines are gone and been ripped up. Might be worth investigating. And then over here, same thing, screw guns, fasteners. I've seen great opportunities where they'll actually cut holes in the tables and even just take a gutter from your house and cut a trough all the way down this thing. And anywhere you need one of these components, the troughs contain the components under the material. Tools could be hung, could be below you. That's really up to you based on what the process tells you. So in all, the area is not bad. It's got a lot of little improvements you can make. And obviously this is a quick walk, but some of the most important things is your finished area. Things are on the floor. Yes, sure, they're nice and pretty neat. I always like to start with the desk. So this is a big piece for me. when we're looking at this, what are some things we're missing? What are some things that we could get rid of? It looks like there's a computer down here, printer, right? Should it be off the ground? You know, do we need half these labels? Looks like there's an old calendar. This is where I would start and really build the example. I do not see any visual displays in the area. I can't tell how many we've built, how many we've shipped, how many parts we've scrapped this week. You know, basic information that if anybody on a sports team playing any game in the world would want to know where they're at in the middle of the game. You should not have to look it up on the computer. So those should be present visuals that the team can win together. That's 118.